Welcome to today's class. Today's class is called Strong and Stable. And today, like we have been throughout this whole week, we'll be focusing on the shoulders. So we'll work on stability and strength of the shoulders and shoulder blades in various poses. Eventually, this class is really leading towards performing Chaturanga Dandasana in more of a lit way. So you'll notice I will be cueing a lot of opening of the chest and pulling the shoulder blades towards the back ribs. That's the way we do it in lit. So the same thing will happen when we go into Chaturanga. We'll watch not to round the shoulders forward, rather keep the chest open. You will need at least one block. I'll give options to use blocks in different parts of the class, but a couple of things we'll purposely do with the block. And also, hopefully you have a little bit of free wall space. We will do one prep, really exercise explanation against the wall. So let's get started. As always, we'll start on our backs in bridge. And for this, you don't need a block. So we'll come down. Just take a moment to set up your triple S, so your sacrum, scapula, back of the skull, all nicely pressing against your mat. Feet are hip width apart and parallel to each other. Just notice how you're feeling in your body. Notice if there are any areas of the body that you maybe want to pay a little bit more attention to. If they're not feeling quite 100% today, then just be mindful of those areas and adjust or modify or even skip poses that don't work for you today. Let's place the palms onto the thighs. You want to be able to straighten your arms. If you can't, then walk your feet out a little bit. And with an exhale, push the hands into your thighs and begin to slowly lift your tailbone, your sacrum, your low back, middle back, and lower part of the upper back off the floor. And then we'll reverse, lowering the lower part of the upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum, and tailbone. Let's do that a couple more times. Pushing into the feet, lifting the pelvis, low back, mid back, lower part of the upper back, squeeze the glutes, and then lower the reverse way. Good. One more time, full round. Exhale to lift, segmentally, slowly. Inhale to lower. This time with an exhale, we'll lift. So again, segmentally lifting into low bridge and then hold here. Poke the glutes if you need to make sure they're supporting you here. And then we'll extend the left arm up, turn the palm up towards the ceiling. Take the right hand, pull down on your left fingers. You can hold the low bridge like you are right now, or you can add little pulses, lowering and lifting the pelvis about an inch, down and up. Every time you lift the hips up, think of squeezing those glutes. And continue to feel those shoulder blades against your mat. Just notice how they're feeling nice and level, stable there as we're lying on them. And then switching wrists, turn the right palm up. Take the left hand, pull down on all 5 of your right fingers. Again, pulsing or holding your bridge. Two more breaths. Then lower the arms down, stop the pulses. And with an exhale, slowly vertebra by vertebra, lower the spine back down onto the floor. We'll do one set of abs. Today we'll bring the feet off the floor, knees are over the hips. Fingers will interlace behind the head, elbows point up. Inhale. Exhale, lift the head and the shoulder blades off the floor. As always, you want to make sure you're not doming the belly up. You're pushing the sacrum into the floor, resting the head into your hands. Inhale and lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale and lower. Exhale, lift. And then straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, inhale and lower. Exhale, lift. Straighten the left leg. Doesn't have to be fully straight. Bend the knee, inhale and lower. Exhale, lift. Right leg extends. Take the right hand, place it on top of the left elbow, and then push the elbow into the hand and resist with the hand. Bring the hand behind the back, bend the knee, inhale and lower. Exhale, lift. Left leg extends, left hand comes on top of the right elbow, push that elbow into the hand and resist. Hand behind the head, bend the knee, inhale and lower. Last round, exhale, lift. Extend the right leg. This time left arm, left fingers will reach towards the right toes. Really lift, 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 pulling the belly down. Hand behind the head, bend the knee, inhale and lower. Last side, exhale, lift. Left leg extends, right fingers reach towards the toes. Hand behind the head, bend the knee, inhale and lower. Bring the knees in towards the chest, maybe rock side to side a few times. And then, as always, I like to rock myself up and down along the length of the spine a few times. Alternatives to roll to either side and push yourself up. So if you want to rock, grab behind your legs and a few times rock and roll. Eventually, we'll cross to the ankles. Come onto all fours and shift yourself back towards the middle of the mat. Since we'll be spending quite a bit of time on our hands today for various shoulder work, we'll do some wrist stretches here. So we'll begin by turning the fingers over to the sides of the mat. Wrists are still under the shoulders. And then start to make circles with your torso, moving forward to the side, back, and then the other side. Doesn't matter which side you start with, we'll circle in both directions. So 2 more circles in your first direction of choice. And then switch directions, so going the other way. About 4 circles. Good. Coming to neutral. Continue to turn the fingers towards you until they pretty much face your knees. Soften the elbows so you're not locking your elbows. If this feels pretty good stretch, you can stay here. Alternative to move your hips back just a little bit, increasing the stretch a bit more. Watch your head so you haven't dropped it down. You want to lift it. Lightly hugging your belly in. Good. You can let go of the stretch. We'll come into a toe stretch just for a couple of breaths. So you want to make sure all 10 toes are under, knees are together. Bend the elbows and we'll do some wrist circles. So again, circling in one direction. And then switching direction of the wrist circles. Good. Come off of the toes and stand up. So now find your little piece of the wall. Fortunately, I don't have a good wall so you can see me from the side, but hopefully this is going to be good enough. So I'm placing my hands in line with the shoulders against the wall, and then walk your feet back a little bit. So you're on a little bit of a diagonal. We'll begin by straightening the elbows. So when you straighten the elbows, you send back enough so you can straighten the elbows. Nice here. And then push the floor away. Feel the shoulder blades separate away from each other, and you're puffing up in that space in between the shoulder blades. And then soften the chest towards the wall and pull the shoulder blades towards each other without popping the ribs forward. And then again, push the wall away, separate the shoulder blades. And then begin to draw them towards each other, softening the chest to the wall. 2 more times. Push the wall away. And then pull the shoulder blades towards each other. Last time, separate them. and then pull them in. And then finding this somewhere in between, so you're not pulling them in. You should feel them flat against your back ribs. With an exhale, start to bend the elbows. Keep that engagement of the shoulder blades in the back ribs as you move the chest towards the wall. So you're like a plank moving forward and then push away without changing the shoulder blade position. Again, coming towards the wall, your chest is open, your shoulders are not rolling in, and then push away. 2 more like this, coming closer towards the wall. So you want to replicate this later in chaturanga. You want to keep the chest nice and open and that engagement of the shoulder blades against the back ribs. Last time, towards the wall, and then push away. Good, release, and we'll come back onto the mat, to the top of the mat actually. We'll start with sun salutation 1. We'll do 1 round, on each side. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, hands come to the floor. Step the right foot back, lower the knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the arms forward and up. 90-90 lunge. Reach the fingers towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down towards the floor. Step back into a plank. Good. Lower the knees. We won't lower all the way down. Pull the shoulder blades towards each other. And then push the floor away. Lift the knees. Down dog. Lift the right leg up. Bend the knee. Step the foot in between the hands or towards the hands. Lower the left knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale. Reach the arms forward and up. Ribs are in. You're pulling the front foot back. Exhale. Hands frame the front foot. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands come down. Other side. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hands plant onto the mat. Step the left foot back. Lower the knee, keep the toes tucked. And rise up. Bring the hands on top of the shoulders. And let's do shoulder rolls. So moving the elbow forward, up and back. Alternating sides. Shoulder mobility. Good. Place the hands on the ground. Step back, plank. Lower the knees. Pull the shoulder blades towards each other. So we're not bending the elbows. Push the floor away. Lift the knees. Hips up, down dog. Good. Walk the right foot in a bit. Lift the left leg up. Step the left foot forward without lifting the hands. Lower the right knee. Keep the toes tucked. 1 more time. Grab the shoulders and let's circle the elbows forward, up and back. Watch the ribs so they don't move forward. Good. Place the hands onto the ground. Step the right foot forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Sequence 1. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Shift the weight into the left foot. We'll step the right foot back, tilted crescent. Release the arms and let's circle the shoulders here. Shoulder goes up, back, and down. The right glute is working here. It's engaged. One long line from the right heel to the crown of the head. Good. 1 more breath. And then we'll turn to face the long edge of the mat for some side lunges. Hands will come at the hips. Begin to bend one knee at a time. So bend the right knee and then the left, sending the hips back. And here we'll add a little rotation. So as the right knee bends, turn the chest to the right, but keep the shoulders open. So don't roll the shoulder in. And then go to the left. And again to the right. Ribs are staying in. To the left. Right. Left. Couple more times each side. Left. Right. And left. Stay on the left. Turn to the front. Right hand comes under the shoulder. Right knee under the hip. Modified side plank. Left leg can be on the floor or lift up off the floor once you find your balance. And your left arm is up. Like we talked before, you can start to think of dialing that right hand to the right, holding, finding stability, really trying to feel the shoulder blades pulling towards your back ribs, so that right shoulder blade. One more breath. As you exhale, left hand will come down, left knee comes down as well. Grab a block, place it right under your sternum. So it's the middle of the chest, about this area. That's where you want the block to be. Hands are under the shoulders, wrists under the shoulders. We'll do a few serratus puffs. So like we did against the wall, push the floor away this time, separating between the shoulder blades, and then soften the chest towards the block without bending the elbows, pulling the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, push them away, and then pull them in. Two more. Push away, pull in, push away, pull in, and then find somewhere in the middle where you can kind of just think of pulling the shoulder blades onto your back ribs. It's going to engage the right muscle to keep them there. Inhale. Exhale, now bend the elbows and see if you can touch the sternum to the block. And then push away. And again, lowering, keeping the chest open. Watch so your shoulders don't round down. Push up. Two more. Lower. And up. Last time, lower. And up. Now we'll make it a little bit harder. We'll walk the knees back into a kneeling plank. Same thing. We're going to lower down. Chest is open. Touch the block. Push away. Two more. Lower, push away. Last time, lower, push away. Now move the block to the side. Same thing, find the engagement of the shoulder blades against your back, and then lower all the way down. Good. Flip the toes so the tops of the feet are pushing into the floor. Inhale, lift the chest up, baby cobra. You're energetically pulling the hands back without actually moving them. Exhale to lower. Push the floor away into kneeling plank, and then come into down dog. Walk the feet in a little bit. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, move the knee over towards the left for external rotation. Good. Bring the knee back to neutral, and then shift forward so your knee is about halfway up the mat. Extend the leg towards the right, fall in triangle. Right heel will come down, right arm lifts. Good. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, lower like that all the way down. So we have this V position with the legs. We'll grab the left thigh with the right hand. Inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, come up. Switching sides, left hand grabs the right thigh. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, lift up. Bend the left knee, and then we'll cross the right, stepping it towards the front of the mat. Standing L, hands are on the floor, or the blocks lift the left leg up. So try to keep that open chest even here. If that means you want to place your hands on the blocks, do that. You can also soften the right knee, long back of the neck, feeling that your shoulders, even though we're in a different position here, and maybe you don't have a lot of pressure into your hands unless they're on the blocks, try to feel stable and strong in your shoulders. One more breath. And exhale, lower the left foot down. Bring the arms up, inhale. Exhale, hands come to heart center. We'll start the second side, but we'll do a side stretch first. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the right. You're pushing the left foot into the floor. You can even pull your wrist. So pull your left hand away from the arm. Inhale, come through center. Switch the clasp of the hands. So Grab the right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the left. You're pulling the wrist away from the arm. A little stretch there for the wrist as well. Inhale, lift up. Shift the weight into the right foot. We'll step the left foot back. Tilted crescent, arms come down, and let's roll the shoulders. Shoulder goes up, back, and down. Engaging the left glute. One more breath. And let's turn towards the side of the mat for side lunges. We'll go a little bit deeper this time, so we'll actually go into side lunge with a twist side to side. Let's bend the left knee. Right hand comes down, left arm reaches up for a twist, or turning the chest towards the bent knee, and then switching sides. Right knee bends, left hand down, right arm up. And again, through center, twist to the left knee bends, center, twist to the right. 2 more times each side, to the left, center, to the right, center, left, center, right. Stay there. Continue to turn to the front. Left hand under the shoulder, left knee under the hip. Modified side plank, right leg extends. Can stay on the floor or lift it up. Begin to dial the left hand to the left, opening the chest. So you can even take your right hand and kind of pull from the sternum towards your collarbone to help it open. Feeling that left shoulder blade against the back. And exhale, bring the right hand down, right knee comes down. We'll not do this without the block. So wrists are under the shoulders. Good. Pull the belly in, long back, inhale. Exhale, push the floor away. Inhale to center. Exhale, pull the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, push the floor away. Separate the shoulder blades. Inhale. Soften the chest, pull the shoulder blades in. Exhale, push them away. Inhale, pull them in. And then finding neutral. Let's right away walk the knees back into kneeling plank. 3 push-ups. Exhale, come a third or up to halfway down. Push up, keeping the chest open. Let's lower and up. Last time, lower and up. This time, lower all the way down. Push the tops of the feet into the floor. Inhale, lift up. Maybe you lift up a little bit more for cobra. Exhale, lower. Push the floor away and come to down dog. Walk the left foot in. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the knee to the right. External rotation. Let's bring the knee to center. Shift forwards until the knee comes halfway up your mat. Extend the leg to the left, fall in triangle, left heel comes down, left arm reaches up. You're energetically lifting up. Again, stability and strength in that right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, lower like this. This is going to be a little bit different. We'll still make this V position with the legs. Left hand comes behind. Inhale, push into a hand. Your heels will lift the hips up. And the arm reaches. Let's lower it down. Lean forward as you switch sides. Right hand down. Push into the hand and the heels to lift. Good. One more time each side. Leaning forward, coming around to switch sides. And lift. Down. Lean forward, around, and lift. Lower the hips. Bend the right knee. Left leg will step across to face the front. Standing L on the left. Hands on the floor or the blocks. Again, you want to keep the chest open. Pelvis is parallel to the floor. So if you look back, your right toes, if your foot should be flexed and toes facing straight down. If they're on an angle, that means that your pelvis is probably not level to the floor. Good. Feeling the stability and strength in the shoulders here as well. So you're trying to pull the shoulder blades towards the back. One more breath. And step the right foot under the right hip. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, come to Tadasana. You can move the blocks to the sides. We'll move through one sun salutation A. We'll still modify it a bit and then go into our second sequence. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hands come to the floor. Step back into a plank. Knees can be down or up with an exhale, lower all the way down. Good. Inhale, push the feet into the floor. Rise up, full cobra. So by modify, I mean I'm not giving you the option of chaturanga. It's lower, exhale, push through kneeling or full plank into down dog. Walk the feet in. Inhale and exhale through your mouth. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels. Exhale, walk your feet forward towards the hands. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Second sequence. Shifting the weight into the left foot. Step the right foot back. Warrior one feet, so lower the heel down. Make sure your feet are on separate train tracks. We'll bring the arms into goalpost or cactus arm position. Elbows are bent. Inhale. Exhale, pull the forearms towards each other. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, back into cactus. Inhale. Exhale, pull the forearms towards each other. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, cactus. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, bring the elbows closer together. Inhale, extend. Exhale through cactus. Bring the hands behind the back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, humble warrior, fold forward. So trying to keep the back long, not rounding too much. So I want you to use the core and watch the hips so they haven't moved to the left. You want to keep them in the center of the body, center of the mat. Good. One more breath. Release the hands. Side plank on the right. Right hand comes, wrist under the shoulder, come onto the outside edge of the right foot, and then either stagger or stack your feet. Another option to come back into modified side plank. We'll bring the left hand behind. I'm going to stagger. Bring the left hand behind the head. Inhale. Exhale, pull the elbow down. Inhale to open. Exhale, down. Right shoulders provide stability and strength. Inhale, open. And down. One more time, open. And down. Step the left foot forward. Bring the right heel down, left forearm on top of the thigh, and then inhale, rise up, warrior two. Shoulders over the hips. Arms, same level. Good. Inhale, turn the left palm up. Exhale, reverse. Right hand on the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, extended side angle. Touch the forearm on top of the thigh, and then the right arm goes up and over the ear. One more time, going through this. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, lift up. Parallel the feet. Wide-legged stance here, hands to the waist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, begin to hinge at the hips as you fold and come halfway down. We'll extend the arms into a T. And even here, see if you can pull the shoulder blades towards the back without popping the ribs down to the floor. Using core strength to hold you, leg strength. Good. Inhale to lift. Turn towards the back of the mat for high lunge. Adjust your feet, so right foot forward, left back. You want to neutral the pelvis, so maybe you bend the back knee. And then we'll extend the arms forward, palms face away from you, so fingers are up. Inhale. Exhale, push the imaginary wall away, separate the shoulder blades. Inhale, pull them towards each other. Exhale, push the wall away. Inhale in. One more time, push it away. And finding the mid position, bring the hands down towards the floor. Step back into a plank. Inhale, knees can be down or up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Good. Push the tops of the feet into a floor. Slide the hands by your ribs a little bit. Move them a little bit down towards the feet. With an exhale, we'll push into the hands. Push into the feet. Maybe you lift the pelvis. Maybe you lift the knees for up dog. Keeping the chest open still here. Flip the toes the other way. Hips go up. Down dog. Walk the feet in. Bend the knees. Bring the belly back towards the thighs. And then straighten the knees a little bit. They don't have to be fully straight. Again, bend, crouch back a little bit. And then straighten. One more time, crouch back, watch your ribs, watch your shoulders so you don't lose connection there, you don't sink towards the floor, and straighten. Bend the knees, lift the heels with an exhale. Walk, or you can add a little hop your feet forward. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Second side. Starting with warrior one on the right. So the weight shifts into the right foot, step the left foot back on an angle for warrior one feet. We'll bring the arms into the cactus arm position. You want the left glute to be engaged and try to, again, dial the tailbone down towards the floor, pubic bone up. Exhale, pull the elbows towards each other. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, back into cactus. Inhale. Exhale, pull the elbows in. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, cactus. One more time, inhale. Exhale, elbows in. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus, and then bring the hands behind the back. Interlace the fingers, maybe the awkward way. Other pinky on the bottom. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, humble warrior, folding forward. Keeping the chest open. Belly is in, hips are in the center. Release the hands, left hand under the shoulder, side plank on the left. Come onto the outside edge of the left foot, stack or stagger your feet or modify by placing the knee down. Right hand behind the head, inhale. Exhale, bring the right elbow down. Inhale to open. Exhale down. So there's some adaptability here. Inhale up. For that left shoulder, we're training it to be strong and down. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, bring the elbow down. Then we'll step the right foot forward. Use that right forearm to help you lift up. Warrior two feet. Inhale, rise up. Warrior two. Take a moment here, settle into a pose. Tailbone wrapping down. Inhale, flip the right palm up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale through warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. One more time, inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Warrior two. Into extended side angle. Inhale, rise up, parallel the feet. Hands at the waist to begin. With an exhale, hinge at the hips. Come halfway down. Either extend the arms into a T like we did the first time or bring them into goalpost or cactus arms. Find this a little bit harder, pulling their shoulder blades towards the back. 2 more breaths. Inhale to rise, turning to the front for high lunge. Left foot forward, neutral pelvis. Extend the arms in front, palms are facing away from you. Exhale, push the palms away, separate the shoulder blades, protraction. Inhale, retract, pull them in. Exhale, separate. Inhale in. One more time, exhale out. Inhale in, and then find the middle. Hands will come down towards the floor. Step back into plank, pull those shoulder blades towards your back. Exhale, lower all the way down in one piece, or lower the knees and then lower. Flip the feet, hands slide down under by the ribs. Inhale, begin to lift the chest, push into the hands. Maybe you push into the feet to lift up into up dog. Pull the belly in, wrap the tailbone down, and then flip the toes the other way. Come into down dog. Walk the feet in. Good. We'll bend the knees. We'll just walk them a little bit, not too much. Bend the knees, bring the belly back without sinking the chest. And then inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, crouch back. Inhale, come forward, plank. One more time, exhale to crouch. Inhale, forward. This time we'll exhale, crouch. Next exhale, hop or step the feet forward towards the hands. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, hands come down to heart center. Now we'll go into another shorter sequence, our stream for today. We'll repeat some things are going to change a little bit, and we'll finally come to our chaturanga. So starting at the top of the mat, we'll slide the right leg behind the left, and then soften the left knee, right leg is straight. We'll lift the right arm up, take the left hand, grab the right wrist with the left hand, inhale to lengthen, exhale, side bend here. Again, finding that little wrist gap, giving that right wrist a bit of love, and right side body some stretch. Good, inhale to lift. Step the right foot back, tilted crescent, but this time we'll backstroke the arms. So moving the arms forward, up and back, and then down. Forward, up, back and down. Right glute comes on here. Good, one more time each arm, right and left. And then use the right arm to turn you to the side of the mat. First side lunge on the right with a twist, left hand down on the floor or the block, right arm reaches up. You have the option here to lift the left toes up towards the ceiling. Good. As you exhale, bring the right hand down, turning to the front of the mat, modified side plank on the right. Right wrist under the shoulder, knee under the hip, left arm lifts up or it can stay down. Sorry, left leg, left arm lifts up. And then stay here or come into reverse table, one-handed table. Bending the left knee, step it back, both feet come back, then lift the hips. Open the chest, extend the tailbone to your knees. Strong and stable through that right shoulder. Good, let's unwind. Bring the left hand down. Fall in triangle, left leg will thread under. Right leg extends, right heel is down. Right arm up, you can lift and lower. It's the option. The left foot, it's hard. Good, place the right hand down, three-legged dog. Right leg lift, left leg lifts, sorry. Bend the knee, step the foot towards the hands. Warrior one, right heel comes down. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Another inhale to lengthen. Make sure your right glute is working. Exhale, humble warrior. Folding forward. Good. And then slide the right hand under the shoulder. We'll come into a little bit of a twist, so you can keep the left hand on the low back and turn the chest towards the bent knee, or you can extend the arm if that's okay with your left shoulder. You can release the neck. Into side plank on the right. Stacking or staggering the feet, you can modify it as always. Finding stability through the right shoulder one more time. And then option to step the top foot back into dancer's table. So still kind of lengthening the spine here. Not really turning the chest towards the ceiling as much as you're finding length in the spine. And then bring the left hand down. Both knees will come down. We'll come into tall kneeling. This is just to give our wrists a bit of a break and some love. So we'll bend the elbows and let's circle those wrists. Wrapping the tailbone down. Good. Let's switch the direction of the circles. And we're going into our chaturanga. So placing the hands down on the floor, wrists under the shoulders. Walk your feet back into a plank. Pull the shoulder blades towards the back. You can always touch the knees down. Do the same thing from kneeling. Inhale. Exhale. Come a third, maximum halfway down. Keep the chest open. Flip the toes into up dog and then into down dog. So that lower down is your chaturanga. Brief hold there, then up dog and down dog. We'll do it one more time on the other side. Let's inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels. Exhale, walk or hop your feet forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands come down. Last side. We'll bring the weight into the right foot. Left leg comes across, step it. Right knee can bend. Left arm reaches up. Right hand will grab that left wrist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, side bend to the right. Stretching the left side body. Good. Inhale to rise. Step the left foot back. High lunge. And let's backstroke the arms starting with the left. Up, back, down, and forward. Up. Good. Couple more. Should feel nice through all the shoulder work we've done. Next time, use the left arm to turn you to the side of the mat for side lunge with a twist. Left knee bends, right hand down, left arm up. Option to lift the right toes off the floor. That just adds a bit of an inner thigh stretch. You can also have this right hand on the block. Try to feel the strength in that connection of the shoulder blade to the back here even. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Turn to the front. Side plank on the left, modified. Left wrist under the shoulder, knee under the hip, right arm reaches up. Right foot can come up as well. Dialing the left hand to the left. Stay here or one hand reverse table. Bend the right knee, step it behind you. Push into the hand. Feel how that shoulder blade supports you as you lift the hips up. Dialing the tailbone towards the knees, pubic bone towards your chin. Good. From here, coming around, fallen triangle. Right hand down, right leg extends to the left. Left heel comes down, left arm up. And you can begin to lift and lower that right foot off the floor. That shoulder really has to work. Good. Bring the left hand down. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, step the foot towards the hands. Lower the left heel down, warrior one feet. Inhale, rise up. Catch your breath. Inhale, exhale, interlace the fingers, maybe the awkward way. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, humble warrior. Almost done. Keep those ribs in. Let's release the hands. Left hand under the shoulder. Right hand can stay on the low back as we turn the chest towards the right. And then maybe extend it up, or you can keep it on your low back. So adding a twist to this humble warrior. Side plank on the left. Come onto the outside edge of the left foot. Stack or stagger your feet. Wrist is right under the shoulder. You can stay here or come into dancer's table. Step the top foot behind. Reach the arm over the ear. Tailbone towards the back of the mat. One more breath. And exhale, right hand down. Both knees come down. We'll lift up one more time. Tall kneeling, little wrist stretches. We'll again do both directions, so choose one to begin with. and then switch directions. One more time, chaturanga. Hands come down, wrists are right under the shoulders. Come back into your plank. Begin to pull those shoulder blades towards the back. Inhale, exhale, chaturanga. Third or halfway down, chest is open. Flip the toes, straighten the elbows. Up dog, flip again. Into down dog. Deep breath in through your nose. Let it go through your mouth. And then bend the knees. Place them on the floor. And we'll do one stretch. We'll do thread the needle here. So we'll keep the wrists under the shoulders, starting in quadruped. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, thread the arm towards the right, under the right armpit, placing the shoulder down. Your left temple will come onto the floor. Right hand can stay where it is. Fingers can reach forward, or you can bring the arm around your low back. Another thing I like to do here, especially after working shoulders so much, is to energetically pull this bottom arm bone towards the shoulder. It gives a little bit more of a dynamic stretch into the shoulder. Even here, see if you can contain the lower ribs. Don't let them just pull down. Pull them in. We're working even here. In LYT flows, we work pretty much until Shavasana. Maximizing our time. One more breath. And then right hand will come back down under the shoulder if it's not there already. Push it into the floor. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, bring the hand down under the shoulder, switching sides. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread it under the left armpit. Place the temple down. Pick your favorite position for the left arm and hand. I like to wrap it around my back. And then if you want to try, begin to pull your right arm bone into the shoulder. Left hand comes back under the shoulder, push it into the floor. Inhale, lift the right arm up. And exhale, place it down. Move the feet to either side. Hips go back behind. Extend the legs forward. Shift to the middle of the mat. And then come down for your final pose of the class. Well-deserved Shavasana. So roll your shoulder blades under the back. You can slide the blocks under the thighs if you'd like. Allow the feet to flop. Lengthen the back of the neck. Do a little body scan, making sure you're not tensing anywhere. Sometimes we do it without realizing even. So it's good to give yourself a couple of mindful moments and just notice if you can tell if you're holding tension in any muscles. And once your body is relaxed, relax your mind as well. Begin to deepen your breath. And then start to move your toes and fingers again. Move your wrists, ankles. Let's extend the arms over the head, full body stretch. Bend the knees and roll to your right side. Use your right bicep as a pillow there. Pause for a breath of 2. And then push up with the left hand and come to a seated position. Try to keep the eyes closed for another few moments. Finding a nice, easy, tall seat. Come back to your body. Just notice how you're feeling now after the class, especially in your shoulder area. Maybe you find you feel a little stronger there. Maybe it's easier to hold your chest open because it feels supported by the shoulder blades. Slide the hands to the heart center. Lower the chin to chest. Open the eyes and raise your head. And as always, from my heart to yours, namaste.